We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. It's 18 Gators. Got one. Hey. High 7. 59. Mike is 59. Now. Lee Griffin.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
Now Hundley. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Back.
They'll run with Taylor. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Kill. Mike spot four. Yeah.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Elliott. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing, Hundley. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Check 26, check 26.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hundley, that's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Taylor, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go now. 8, read, 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, wahoo! Check 3, check 3. Right there, 54. Right.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go. Check. Blue draw forfeit.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st down, Elliott. And some room to run now. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score is 14. Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4th. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now Taylor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Leo!
Minshew throwing on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll get a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Right. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the pass.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Heavy on the edges. Echo. 54's Mike. Check.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got it to Hilton. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, Find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's what I do. Check.
On get.
They run the counter. It's Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
X3, 218, snap.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Get up. Check 9. Check.
General West.
Now Minshew. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch twins. Check 59.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 2nd and 12, Hundley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Clement. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Minshew sets to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A 20th carry here for Elliott. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
The day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get ready. 57 for Mike. Watch 57. In your face. 57. Mike, 57.
And the blitz does come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, set. Check, right 54. Right 54.
Let's go, D.
Check 37. Check 37.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Delta.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ready, ready.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 40, past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.